Territorial Behaviour by Jamie Tate. Territory can be defined as an area occupied by an animal, mating pair, or group of animals that often defend against intruders, especially those of the same species. Territory is an example of intraspecific competition. An animal species that displays territorial behaviour is the feral cat, scientifically known as the Felis catus. Feral cats can live in forests, grasslands, and other rural areas. Their habitats may even include small oceanic islands with no human inhabitants. Feral cats are typically found living in colonies. The colony occupies and defends a specific territory where the food can be found and where shelter is available. Feral cats are free-ranging cats which are active both night and day. However, they tend to be nocturnal and more active at night. The timing of the cat's activity can be quite flexible and varied if need be. Feral cats are very territorial. The size of their territory is primarily dictated by the availability of food. Where the food supply is scarce, cats must cover a large area to find food to satisfy their appetites. These cats are likely to live in areas with little human interaction. Where the food is plentiful, a small territory will be fine. Social factors will also play a role in the territory size. Sexually intact males will roam territories up to 10 times larger than those of a sexually intact female. The age of the cat will also play a role in the size of the territory. Young cats will often occupy the same territory as an older cat, often their mother's territory. And once old enough to hunt and find food themselves, their territories will vary in size, depending on other factors such as the sex of the cat. If there is plentiful enough food to sustain multiple felines, the area may be shared quite peacefully. All cats have scent glands that are used to scent mark their territory and pick up the scents of other animals. The scent glands are found along the tail, on each side of their forehead, on their lips, chins, and on the underside of their front paws. Every time a cat passes by items such as trees or houses, the cat is leaving its scent there to tell other cats or animals that this is its territory. When you see a cat scratch furniture or a tree, it is leaving its scent there from the glands in its paws. If a cat enters another cat's territory or the cats cross paths, there will be the aggressor and the defensive cat. The aggressor will immediately assert itself and boldly approach the other cat to sniff its tail. Through hissing, spitting, bared teeth, and other intimidating or defensive postures, cats will consciously and unconsciously reveal their intentions, all in slow motion. The defensive cat may betray its fear in series of defensive displays, including drawing back slowly from the aggressor. Most feline confrontations turn into nothing more than lengthy face-offs, until the defensive cat breaks eye contact. Because these fights can be extremely violent and possibly life-threatening, even the aggressor seems to realize that it's better to avoid a dispute than to risk injury. This is known as ritualized aggression. Here are a few images of cats asserting dominance and showing which is the aggressor and which is the defender. Cats conserve energy by sleeping more than most animals, especially as they grow older. The daily duration of sleep varies, with 12 hours being the average. Some cats sleep as much as 20 hours in a 24-hour period. Net energy is the energy input, the food, minus the energy output, everything else, like hunting for more food and defending territory. Feral cats that live in urban areas will have more surplus energy, as their energy input will be large due to plentiful food supply. However, feral cats that live in rural areas, forest, grasslands, etc., will have low amounts of surplus energy, as the energy input will be small as the food supply is scarce, which means the energy output will be high, as they will spend more time guarding their territory and hunting for food. The feral cats that have adapted to urban environments will have more efficient breeding. This is because they will have more surplus energy to put into breeding. They will also have more food available for the kittens to grow strong and essentially survive. Feral cats that live elsewhere will have inefficient breeding compared to urban feral cats. This is because they will have a low amount of surplus energy, which means they won't have as much energy to reproduce and won't have plentiful amounts of food available for the kittens, which means the kitten's chance of survival is greatly lower than that of an urbanized feral kitten. Here is a list of websites I used to obtain my information for this PowerPoint.